On Tuesday, June 9, 2026, the celestial mechanics lock into a specific configuration. The Therokanita Panchangam maps this day as a grid of precise mathematical intersections that govern daily momentum. The layout is rigid. Mercury is in Gemini, Jupiter and Venus are clustered in Cancer, and Saturn sits alongside the Moon in Pisces. This geometry creates a volatile environment, where auspicious timing windows, Amrita Yogam, run parallel to periods of mechanical friction. Saturn's proximity to the Moon in Pisces acts as a localized drain. Moving through the day without accounting for this placement leads to the specific financial leaks and emotional fluctuations often reported during these conjunctions. These daily movements are the immediate friction points we must navigate before addressing the larger, slow-moving shift of Jupiter. The macroplanetary map impacts individual zodiac signs differently, starting with those facing the highest resistance. Leo absorbs the heaviest impact. During this Chandrashtamam period, the data suggests a mandate for a financial freeze. This isn't the time for signing guarantees or lending capital. The shift is precise. At exactly 9:39 a.m., the cosmic current moves from the Magam star to the Puram star. For Leo, this marks the exact minute the risk for transaction errors and interpersonal friction increases. Pisces also faces a turbulent day. With the Moon and Saturn occupying their signs simultaneously, maintaining emotional distance in professional interactions becomes the primary survival tactic. Other signs are forced to play as strategists, balancing external pressure with calculated progress. Aries must manage compounding expenses against a steady wealth flow. Scorpio, meanwhile, faces a highly logistical day, requiring strict adherence to health regimens to manage sudden travel demands. For these signs, success is defined by defensive resource management rather than expansion. Contrast that resistance with the triumphant group, the signs experiencing peak cosmic support. Taurus sees high liquidity today. A lunar alignment in their profit house turns routine negotiations into immediate financial gains. Gemini has the clearance to realize long-term goals. Today's sky removes the typical bureaucratic and communicative obstacles that usually stall their progress. Capricorn is positioned for breakthroughs in both family dynamics and career standing, often seeing the resolution of long-standing disputes in a single afternoon. While these daily movements dictate your tactics, the long-term strategy depends on the transit of Jupiter. The most significant movement of the period is the Guru Peyarchi, the transit of Jupiter. Jupiter is entering Cancer, its house of exaltation, where its benevolence and power are most concentrated. This creates a paradox for Cancer natives. Jupiter occupies their first house, a Janma Guru placement, traditionally signaling restriction and personal testing. However, the planet's strength overrides the house's limitations. Because Jupiter is exalted here, its natural capacity to provide wealth and family expansion is amplified, effectively neutralizing the usual Janma Guru curse. For Cancer, this means the transit yields specific results: property acquisitions, new vehicle purchases, and the resolution of long-term family separations. The timing of these results depends on your substar. Punarpasam natives see these benefits almost immediately, with luck stabilizing as early as late June. Pusam faces a slower trajectory. Their chart shows a period of heavy effort and disciplined work that doesn't yield significant relief until September. Ilium follows the most difficult curve. It undergoes a 220-day transit through a sector associated with hidden adversaries and internal health concerns before the alignment finally shifts into a profit-yielding position. To manage the friction of the Ilium transit, the prescribed remedy involves specific worship of Jupiter and Dakshinamurti at the Thenkudi Tai-Te temple to diffuse the localized pressure. Astrology functions as a dynamic weather report. By mapping the daily fluctuations of June 9th alongside the larger shifts of Jupiter, you gain the ability to anticipate friction and time your moves with the environment.